to get out of the blocks pretty hard, right? Like you don't want to be teetering on that point. Go gutter. It's those middle handstand push-ups which you won't have a problem with, but it's that set and then the overhead lunges. That's the workout. They're strict.
So do I drop those overhead lunges every 10?
Oh, is that what people do?
Well, I'm just wondering.
I don't think so.
Okay. Everyone's just blowing up in the last 10.
Everyone's like you. I think the only methodical set I think you can alleviate the shoulders from working is actually the middle round, to trying to keep it off the shoulders and just having a good rack stabilized. I don't mind if it takes half a second or 2 slower lunges, as long as you find yourself in a good upright position pretty early on. Okay?
Yeah. Gotta aim for the top like, hold up. Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles. Said I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like rain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. Putting on for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find a way inside your business. Babble if they try to dabble in it and they hate the fact that they may have.
The overhead feel. I don't even know what your pace was or what you're doing. I think it looked clean. I feel like...
Yeah. Like, there was really no point on rushing and going like really
fast. Was fast on your hands and push-ups.
I don't know, like, I don't think that that's a very impressive time. Like, just because, like, I think that there's definitely room for a lot of improvement, but, you know, like, it's one of those things where do you rush the dumbbells and get no reps in the overhead walking lunge, and then to be able to do your, like, it's only 10 reps, but it takes a toll.
Because everyone was rusty on their first come off, and then
it did. It definitely got easier, and I just think, like, people who have really great upper body volume, they will be able to strict the first set.
Yeah.
Like, and if they can hold on, that's going to be awesome.
I feel like you can't hold on to that.
Yeah. You have to be extremely good at overhead. There's going to be people though that can move those dumbbell, those lunges way faster. It was just that they took up time for our strict, and it was only 10 reps. So that's where it's like, dang it, like.
So event 1, what we had was the overhead walking lunge component with the strict handstand push-ups. That seemed to be the portion of the workout that we felt that if there was anything to gain time-wise or have a faster time overall, it would be in that portion there. She feels as though she executed it right. It would have just more so, if she were to do it again, it would just be knowing the stimulus of what was to prepare herself for. So it wasn't too much to be done there. From my side, I think small things that we could have implemented or been more conscious of is just understanding the space required for 10 spaces and the different movements. From her low-hanging carry to overhead carry was different step cadence for each of them. So Street just got his first muscle up. Congratulations, Street. But yeah, knowing those elements of the workout would have been big to go forward through. And it was one of those personal ones as well, where you couldn't compare one person to the other and use that to your benefit as well.
Now that I've done them, I think there's definitely room for improvement. It's really one of those things, like I got penalized for my last open workout. So basically I false started and I got a 5-second penalty. So I do feel like I'm running a little scarce in my workouts right now, just because I'm second guessing whether or not I'm going to get penalized, and you know, I'm wanting to go as fast as I possibly can without obviously affecting my reps and making sure that, you know, like my reps are good and they're solid. But in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking like, you know, oh man, like, am I doing this correctly? Am I going to get penalized for it? So it's one of those things where you got to find that happy medium. And every time I walk away from the workout, I've just been, you know, feeling like I could have pushed more, but had I pushed more, I probably could have made mistakes, which cost me, you know, penalties like a false start, or, you know, 5 seconds in a workout like those, that really adds up and can, you know, mean first or second.
Saturday, day 2 of the quarterfinals, event 3 and 4. We have a running wall ball rope climb workout, which I'm sure we're all aware of, and then we have the total. Fortunately, we've done the total. We did that Thursday, so we only have the one workout. We're looking at doing event 5 as well today. We just want to see how we play, how we approach event 3, and then we'll go forward from there. Pretty good. The camp's feeling pretty good. I think I'm conscious of the leaderboard, but I don't think that's the be and end all, right? I think our focus is just working on individual components, which we've spoken to the athletes about, targeted those areas or used portions of the workout to execute that. But to the point, Tia's working on a lot of things on herself. Like, we got to put things in perspective, and I had to remind her of that as well. Like, hey, like, we've only been back in this game of CrossFit for the last 8 weeks, coming back off bobsled. I don't want to keep dialing or reiterating that, but just in case you're new to the channel, I just thought I'd update with you that. So I just want to bring that to her attention, because she wants to be this 2021 CrossFit Games champion, which she was, and she still has traits of that for sure, but that took 12 months to get to that point, right? And I think she wants to be there in 8, and that's disrespectful for the last year's champion, which is her. So I want her to know, hey, you got to work hard to be there, right? Like, if you want to get there in 8 weeks, then what the heck did we do all last year? So having that conversation was really good, put things in perspective. Not that she's in a negative mindset at all, it's just more about being aware of the long process this endures. And it's just a good reminder of progress. This is what I've been enjoyed about the new format. It progressively gets harder, which is what the season used to be when they had a regionals. And then we went away with the semi-finals for a while there, and it just ended up being a bit more chaotic. Anyway, coming back to the quarterfinals, everything's good. We've got one workout today. We're gonna hit that pretty hard. We're gonna hit that maybe in an hour from now, so Tia's actually warming up in front of us there.
Are you supervising?
I reckon it's full.
Making sure.
I think it's full, and that's why it's not.
She has no idea what she's doing.
Well, that's why I'm thinking, do I embarrass her and tell her?
All the cameras are on, no better time.
Lovely. So you're fun.
Yeah, I know.
And everyone in this gym knows you're set up for failure right now. That's why they're all so quiet.
Why am I doing it?
Don't worry, I trust you. Okay, you're going to count for me, so I just need to be very clear. So how are you going to count the shuttle runs? Like, are you going to be like, that's 1?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll be standing where we start, and you'll go down, and you'll come back, and I'll go 1.
Okay, can you let me
2.
know, like, how many I have? You know, so it's
Left.
like, yeah, like, just keep constantly reminding me, like, okay, Tia, like, that's 2, you have 2 more. Like 16 wobbles, Tia.
Got that.
Okay?
That's easy.
And then when it goes to shuttle runs, be like 8 shuttle runs,
Gotcha.
Tia.
That's easy.
Okay,
Thank you.
and then you'll count, be like, that was 1,
Got
that
it.
was 2.
Yep, I'll do the same for these. So I'll say you got 8.
And like, I'm just letting you go, so this is on you. So
Yeah.
if you lose count, I'm fucked.
No, yeah, all good, all good. So then I'm just gonna, when it comes to 2 rope climbs, before you start 2, and then I'll go 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Cut that.
we overemphasize it because I just want to make him more nervous. He's a good kid. Even if he fucks it, he'll be fine. I won't actually be mad at him.
want to drop it because it's easier to rest, you know? But you can just hold onto it and just be like, if I can get onto my run, you kind of like, you find a pace. I definitely slowed down, but if I'd sped up, it would have really blown this up and I would have had to rest a lot longer.
Yeah. And I went to go and then Will's like, no, and so then I went back and I touched the ground, I came back and I touched the ground, he's like, you're done. And so then I went.
You just transferred the
I just touched
the same amount that you needed.
Right?
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're actually setting up for event 5, which we're going to hit tomorrow. Guys, appreciate you guys tuning in for workout number 3, day 2 of the quarterfinals. Much appreciated. If you did like what you did like, let's do that again. If you liked what you've seen, please double tap that. No, we don't double tap, do we, Brandon?
The dislike.
We don't you dislike it? Don't you go there. Let's like this. Let's get that algorithm popping for us. And we'll see you in the next one. Tape up. Top up.